So summer is over, but travel deals apparently are warming right up.
Yeah, joining us on the KOGO News Live line, Mark Murphy, founder and editorial director of TravelPulse.com. Hey there, Mark.
How you guys doing?
Good. So, everybody loves a great deal, right? Where are some of the best ones right now?
Well, just south of the border from you, Mexico. But I would kind of hop over Tijuana when I get down to places like Quintana Roo, Cancun, Riviera Maya, Cozumel, Isla Mujeres on the other side. And because of the 20-to-1 ratio on the peso, because of slack demand, because you're in the fall season, because a lot of folks are back at school, you can grab an unbelievable deal. And two big tips. One is talk to a travel agent. They sell the vast majority of travel to Mexico, for instance, and have them work with an operator, a vacation packager, for instance, like an Apple Vacations, and they can put you into the right all-inclusive, which there are numerous ones. I literally was last week at a place called Breathless, and Apple Vacations will package Breathless with your transfers, with your air, and it'll get booked through a travel agent. You'll save money, and you'll have a seamless connection to a great destination.
There's been a lot of news, though, about Mexico, and a lot of people who don't live, for instance, in San Diego wonder if it's safe to travel there. But lots of people here just fly directly down to Cabo San Lucas.
Correct.
Because, well, there it is.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? If you travel to Mexico, you know that some of the stories are complete nonsense. In fact, if you want to put fake news out there as a term, hashtag fake news, I would say that is glaring when it comes to Mexico. Literally just a couple of weeks ago, one outlet ran a story about a State Department warning changing and telling people not to travel to a certain part of Mexico. And in reality, that warning never happened. That story was then picked up over 400 times by other outlets who simply sourced the first outlet. And it was completely false. It was a made-up change that never happened. And because of that, they're feeling it on the demand side, which means you're even going to get a better deal. So if you've been to Mexico, you know what I'm talking about. I'm at last count, I believe, 6 times to Mexico just this year. It might be 7 now. And I'm going to be back there again this weekend. So if you know it, you know it's safe. And that's just the reality on the ground.
I am getting a lot of brochures, and I know a lot of people are, for river cruises. What's going on in this segment?
So river cruises just continue to boom. I mean, they really started to gain traction 8 to 10 years ago, but in the last few years, Americans have gravitated towards them in a big way. You can cruise the rivers of China, Southeast Asia, Africa. You can do literally an African safari on a river cruise. And, of course, the mainstay is Europe. And in the fall, it's about half the price of what it cost literally a month ago. To me, it's one of the best vacations, most relaxing ones you can do. But regardless of any of these options, one of the things you want to make sure you do, and I do this with all my employees who travel for a living, is I make sure that they have travel insurance. We use a company for my company called Allianz Global Assistance. They will take care of you if you run into health issues, if your trip gets interrupted. And right now, today, we have the hurricane issue. They're stepping in right now and helping people get rerouted and not get stuck with a bill should they not make a cruise departure or a flight, et cetera. So definitely a really keen tip to keep in mind when you're booking travel, in particular overseas.
All right, sounds good. Well, it sounds like it's a really good time to travel, so I think I might have to get online here. Mark Murphy, founder and editorial director of TravelPulse.com. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Ted. Thanks, LaDonna.